So in this one it says a liter of gas with a pressure of 200 kilopascal, or gas has a pressure of 200 kilopascal. If the gas is put into a 2-liter container, what will its pressure be, assuming that the temperature doesn't change? Oh, I read that kind of quickly. It says a liter of gas has a pressure, then you put it into a 2-liter. All right, so what are we looking for? Well, we're going to list what we know. Well, we start off with an initial volume of 1 liter. So I'm going to say V sub 1 is equal to 1 liter. Okay? And then it has an initial pressure of 2 kilopascals. So my pressure, P1, is equal to 200 kilopascals. And then it tells us that we're going to put it in a 2-liter, which is a volume, container. And then lastly it says, what will its pressure be? So we start with the same formula. Does anybody know what the formula is yet? P sub 1 times V sub 1 is equal to P sub 2 times V sub 2. We're interested in this one, P sub 2, because that's what we don't know. So then I'm just going to divide by V sub 2 on both sides. These cancel. And I get P sub 2 is equal to P sub 1 times V sub 1 all over V sub 2. In other words, I've got 200 kilopascal, and I apologize for my handwriting. This is not the easiest thing to do on this tablet. And that's going to be times the initial volume, which is 1 liter, all over the second volume, which is 2 liters. I should probably point out that my units for liters will cancel. And then I noticed that my final pressure, what's 200 divided by 2? 100, right? If I divide 200 by 2, I get 100, and I divide 2 by 2, I get 1. So I end up with 100 kilopascals. And then you got to ask yourself at the end, does that make sense? Well, let's think about it for a second, okay? I start off with a volume, and then I double the volume. So the relationship between the volume and the pressure, when I double the volume, I decrease the pressure by 1/2. So I went from 200 to 100, which is 1/2, but I doubled the volume. Does that make sense? So that's the correct answer. But really, even if you didn't, the common sense check is really about the order of magnitude. If I had 5,000 or 100,000 or 0.1, it wouldn't make sense. But this seems reasonable.